What was that noise?
Cherry, is that you?
Who was that? Did he call my name?
Perhaps we will soon find out. But we don't have much time. The second nail has been struck.
The second nail?
Seek the entrance in the next portal tree. You will learn your next spell there. Look for the magical creature who lives in Mousewood. There's a rumor that a fox is roaming the fields of Mousewood at night. It is not from this world.
A fox? Sounds dangerous.
Indeed, Jerry, but we're all about adventure. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Night of the Rabbit. Previously, we completed our second portal, and we learned a new spell called Green Growth, which means that we can grow beautiful plants now. Now, to continue our quest, we need to find the fox that's been haunting Mousewood, which we've already met a couple of times, and she thinks that we're a silly boy. So let's see what we can do and try and meet her. Let's head on out of the mayor's office, because we need to turn to daytime. And let's use our magical book. Ah! Good morning, Mr. Churchmouse and Little Churchmouse Jr. Now, what we need to do is we need to go and visit our friend Ludwig, the man from the radio station. So let's take a short walk. Oh look, there's the fox. Let's see if she has anything new to say.
Funny little boy.
Nope, still thinks we're funny, but Edith is here now.
Hello.
Hi there. Are you delivering the packages again?
No.
I've heard that the fields are haunted at night, but I really like to see. But I think it's much too creepy.
Still love her purse, it's so stinking cute. I'd love to have one. And there's another one of the creepy looking guys. But there's Ludwig Burrower. So let's say hello.
Looks like we'll have to get our mosquito bites somewhere else then.
We'll be transmitting again soon.
Is there any hope that you'll be transmitting again soon?
With all the moisture that creeps into my transmitter in the swamp? Never! Someone might complain about my watered-down contributions.
What? But your fans...
They'll say my jokes are all wet.
How will you explain to your fans that you're quitting?
With damp eyes.
Because everything's flooded, right?
No, because it's really sad.
Oh, you can't just give up like that.
I'm not giving up. Crack a nut, squirrel, as the young people say these days. No, to get me to stop broadcasting, they'll have to tie my arms, legs, mouth, and belly button.
That's
I
the
have to be
positive way
going.
to think.
See you soon. And remember, Swamp Radio 103.6, 5. Mole in the morning, mole at noon, and mole in the evening.
Yes. So, he's quite the comedian. And we have some half jokes that we don't know the endings of yet. So let's see if he can help us.
I wrote down some jokes from Jonathan Squirrel. I made a special note of them.
Fire away.
Why do bees hum?
Obviously, dear listeners, because they can't remember the words.
Why do mice usually avoid drinking too much blue juice?
For the same reason as me, because the hangover gives them the blues.
Okay. I don't quite get that one.
Never mind.
A rabbit couple is booked on a luxury cruise. At the quay, they get stopped because there are too many of them. Why?
Because with rabbits, 2 is a crowd.
I don't get that one either.
But the audience loves it. You could be a really good co-host.
I really got any answers. Now I have 3 complete Mousewood jokes.
Those jokes are actually hilarious. I don't care that Jerry doesn't get them. Some of them are not so kid-friendly if you understand the punchline, but they are great. So let's return to the town square, because now we have our jokes that we can use to help Mr. Church Mouse and Junior with their magical act. Oops, let's keep going. And now let's just turn to night for all the festivities to be going on. There we go. And let's give him our jokes.
I've collected genuine Mousewood jokes.
Well then, good luck. And now, opening for the wonderful Church Mouse Junior, ladies and gentlemen, Jerry.
Hey, Jerry! Are we getting the nut again?
No, now it's time for a laugh.
We've got our fingers crossed.
All right, well, why do bees hum?
No idea. Why do bees hum, Jerry?
Because they can't remember the words.
Good one. More!
Why do mice usually avoid drinking too much blue juice? Because the hangover gives them the blues.
Super! The kid's really good.
You'll love this one. A rabbit couple is booked on a luxury cruise. At the quay, they get stopped because there are too many of them. Why?
Tell us. Come on!
Because with rabbits, 2 soon becomes a crowd.
Brilliant! But you can't tell it to just anybody. Oh, no.
Thank you, thank you.
Jerry, get off the stage. My Junior has absorbed this new knowledge like a water nut. He's just as thrilled as the audience. I've hardly ever seen him this fired up about something, and the water trick never got this kind of reaction. Since you've made a great comedian out of Junior and brought me this much closer to my retirement, we'll be happy to give you the water nut. Right, Junior? Junior? Yes, he agrees. Take the water nut.
Terrific, thanks a lot.
You'll see. Soon my Junior will be a big star, and you can say, I knew him before he was famous.
I'm truly, honored.
Indeed, we are honored, even though we did all of the work, and Junior doesn't really seem to want to do anything. Well, we got what we needed, we have the water nut, and to use it, we are going to head back to the radio station. Good evening, Plato, I see you there. And that weird green glowing magical fire. But that's not what we want right now. We are going to use it here. So, gotta change back to day. Take the water nut. We are going to put it in the flooded area.
Let's see how much this fancy water nut can really hold. The nut took root, but it didn't really suck up a lot of water. I bet that a fully grown water nut tree can suck a whole pond dry, but I can't wait here for years to let the tree grow.
We don't need to, Jer. This is how we're going to use our spell.
Maybe we can provide some help for the little water nut tree. Wow!
That's the right Dear listeners, Burrower has dug himself out once again in one piece and dry as a bone. We will now continue with our programme. Swamp Radio 103.6, 5. Mole in the morning, Mole at noon, and Mole in the evening. As always, we'll start off with my favourite music.
Such a cute little radio station. I love the little glowing flowers. Amy has a little dewfly as a pet.
That's Buzzy, the dewfly. I call him that because he creates a bigger buzz than even I do. Actually, he belongs to the post office, but I've grown really fond of him. But shh.
Oh, that's so cute. Well, let's collect the dewdrop that we see here.
I think that was it.
And you look way in the corner here. There's a little sticker.
A sticker.
And this is a little cameo of a Harvey bunny from another game from the company. That is a game that I also enjoy playing. It's super cute. And I think this is Plato's house. We can see little Froggy and little Plato and scratchy letterings. Quite beautiful. Very rustic but relaxing looking.
Plato's mailbox. I wonder what's in there. I have a choice. Wet feet or ignorance. I'd rather stay dry and not know.
There's a little blue beet here.
A blue root.
I got that beautiful dwarf root from the dwarves as thanks for promoting their blue juice on my show. But the listeners at home already knew that, of course.
Awesome. Very kind of them.
What an awesome flower. I shouldn't pick it, but I just want to touch it anyway. This isn't a museum after all.
Yes, it's still very pretty.
And there's a fox statue.
Set up in honor of the foxes, or to annoy chickens.
Either or, either or. Let's see if we can talk to it. That was creepy. And let's see if we can talk to this one. Okay. Alright, so, whoops, I don't want to keep the rock whisperer. Let's move on. What we need to do next is, now that the area isn't flooded anymore, we can follow the green light at night. So let's switch to night real quick.
There are some very strange green flames dancing over the fields back there. Are they will-o'-the-wisps? Oh.
I don't know, are they will-o'-the-wisps?
How strange. There are green lights flickering across the field. Maybe it's someone with a lantern out for a walk.
I doubt that.
It looked like you conjured the rain yourself.
Yeah, well, Uh-oh.
What is it? A fox!
What? Who are you?
Cherry, be careful! Don't move!
Wow.
Oh, but my little froggy heart is still racing like crazy. Fortunately, the fox wasn't hungry for either of us.
That was no ordinary fox. Did you see how many tails it had?
I wasn't paying any attention to that. But what a scare. Oh, holy dragonfly.
The fox jumped towards the swamp. I have to go after it.
Righto, Gary. Let's go after it. So we used the green grow spell on the field and it made it rain to extinguish
There
the
it is
fire.
again. It jumped further into the swamp. It almost looked like it was waiting for me. I'm going after it.
Let's follow it then.
Huh? Where did the fox go?
Why, it's right here, Jerry.
You caught me! Alas, now I have to go home.
The fox jumped into a portal. I can't let it get away again.
Folks, you won't believe what I just saw.
No kidding. And just like that, we found the third portal tree.
So, you finally returned to us, Kitsune. I hope you'll stay a little longer with us this time.
Oh, the fox skipped off. Again. So, its name is Kitsune. But who just talked to the fox? So where am I now? It is very quiet here, as if there are no people anywhere near. Only more of these fox statues. But I can hear a very soft ringing, or chiming.
There's a lot of stone. I have a feeling Rock Whisper is gonna come in handy here a lot. Let's see if we can talk to this statue. Road for the foxes.
Nothing's happening. Maybe it's because it's made from wood, not stone.
Aha. Alright, let's observe our surroundings first. Maybe it'll give us a hint. Another Zaroff poster.
Another one of those posters. But it looks a little different, and I can't read the writing, but I guess it says, The Great Zaroff.
It's a good guess, Jer. The giant bell.
Ho ho! That is pretty loud.
And all these statues here.
Oh, that is some army of fox statues. Scary.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our coin and we're gonna see what's being hidden.
Over there, in the bushes. I see something sparkling. I can see a little golden bell hanging there. I wonder if the fox from Mousewood lost it. Earlier it sounded like it was talking. Hello? Anybody there? No reply. What a strange statue. Is that supposed to be a fox as well?
Maybe these statues will talk to us. I think they're stone. They look about the same. To your right, so. Ah, above you. So I guess you. above again. There we go.
Who disturbs my slumber? I cannot see you, but I sense your presence.
Let's use the bell on him.
Kitsune, is that you? The bright chime of your little bell cannot be mistaken. Your smell gives you away, human. You really thought you could deceive this old, blind fox?
Oh, well,
A human? Deceiving a fox? No, this is precious.
Actually, I'm trying to return this bell to the fox.
Ah, returning her lost property. What a noble gesture. You may pass, but be careful, human. Never trust a fox, especially not one like her.
I wonder why we shouldn't trust her.
I find it surprising that you should be kind enough to bid me farewell. Thank you, my beloved.
It was bound to end sooner or later.
Yes, it is the end of warbling birds and green pastures. Instead, it is the beginning of murky waters and empty notebooks.
I have to go.
I know.
Not a trace of the fox. Maybe that lady can tell me where it went. Hey, the fox is right here, but where did the lady go? Ha! At last! Gotcha! Whoa!
Oh, boy! Stop following me around, Jerry! Don't you know what it means when someone is running away from you?
I am so sorry. Do you want me to leave?
No, please. I don't want to be alone.
What happened?
I wish I could tell you, but you would hate me. And there is already more than one human who hates me.
Are you sure they really hate you? That sounds a bit harsh.
Well, how would you feel if someone had broken your heart? Wouldn't you hate them?
I don't know. My heart's never been broken yet.
If you stay with me long enough, I'll break it for you if you want me to.
I think I once saw someone's heart being broken. Didn't look very amusing.
No, humans are so fragile. Not in the least like foxes. We try to make you happy, but it never works out.
This statue once said I should never trust a fox.
But he's a fox as well. At least, that's what he was before. A few hundred years ago, he sold his 9 tails to a demon. So why should you trust him?
So, you, know my name?
Oh, I've been watching you for a while. Over in the other world where we met.
Really?
I'm sorry. I should have introduced myself. I'm Kitsune.
My name is Jeremiah Hazelnut, but my friends call me Jerry.
Jerry. Oh.
I think you lost something.
Oh, please keep it. I would like it if you took it with you, so you'll remember me.
Okay.
So cute. That was like an innocent little cute thing. Yeah, let's see if she's a fox or a human.
This is probably a silly question, but what are you? Fox or human?
I'm a fox, but I can change how you perceive me any way I want to.
Really? That's the coolest magic trick I've ever heard of.
You think so? It's not difficult. Just give it a try. Anyone can do it if they know how it's done.
Even me. I'm going to be a great magician, you know.
Oh,
So, you can teach me how to do it?
No, I promised on my parents' honour that I wouldn't teach it to anyone. The foxes here only use it to make people unhappy, but not me. I want them to be happy, but it never works out that way.
Oh.
For your information, happy is my favourite word in the whole dictionary.
I'm sorry, Jerry, I really can't do it. Unless, do you really want to make people happy? When you succeed in making a sad person happy, then I might believe you.
I once asked Mum how you can make people happy. She just laughed out loud. Would that do?
No, laughter is not enough. Have you ever made someone so happy that it inspired them to do something truly outstanding?
No, not really.
Then come back when you have. I know you can do it.
Alright, and here starts our test for the third spell. There's a sad
The
poet.
quiet pond. No, that doesn't cut it. Gloomy pond. Ah!
Excuse me, are you a poet?
Am I a poet? A poet needs inspiration. And she no longer wishes to be mine. Instead, she just broke my heart. My name will fade into oblivion, just like my words and the ink on my paper.
What are you doing here?
Dark water is all I can see. Dark, dark water.
Where did that, inspiring thing go to?
This wretched creature, she used me. A true fox. I was a fool to believe that she and I were in any way alike. Foxes' hearts are broken and filled with pain. The pain transforms into cunning. And the cunning of a fox will break any man's heart.
Are you looking for a new inspiration or something?
I need inspiration. But my spirit remains empty and unmoving. Just like this pond, nothing is stirring. And the same is true for my imagination.
What about nothing at all? Isn't that, mental?
Your words are just as empty as mine.
Don't tell me I didn't try.
So our test here, we need to inspire him. So let's find something to inspire.
Bamboo! As far as the eye can see. Those would make great pogo sticks.
I don't think he wants a pogo stick, Jer.
No, really. Why would the poet keep staring at the pond? I don't get it. There's nothing in there.
Well, let's see if there's anything in there.
Is that a frog I hear? A frog. Aha! No, my inspiration is dwindling again. Oh, wait a moment. Yes, I've got it. See the ancient pond. The green frog takes heart and leaps. Sound of the water. Oh, it's perfect. I show you, old fool, you've still got it.
And just like that, we've helped him find his inspiration.
The leap of the frog, the parting water. By giving it room, the light overcoming the heavy. And thus my heart as well.
And we've healed his heart. Beautiful. Let's go talk to Kitsune and tell her the news.
I saw what you did for the poet. His poems are truly beautiful, but they arise from his pain. In darkest night that's black and cold, that's where the stars shine brightest. Did you know that, Jerry? That is why I had to break his heart. It always happens that way. But you know what it takes to make others happy. And now I'm going to help you. Look closely, Jerry.
I understand, but how can I do it?
And it wasn't just going to be there then.
And we've just received our third spell.
All right.
Come on, let's go back to Mousewood. Believe me, this world isn't for you. The other foxes here aren't as nice as me. Also, I want to find out whether someone tried to eat Uli's special treats, and whether Plato finally worked up the courage to speak to Anya.
Wow, how do you know all these things?
You'd be surprised about how much you notice when you change into a statue.
So it was you watching me. I knew there was something strange about those statues.
Yep.
What's the matter with her?
Do you know where we are?
Who are you? Ah,
What did you see? Do you understand it yet?
no.
I wrote a story for you. It might help you understand. Do not be afraid, but be on your guard.
And this is the final story from the Wood Sprite.
You want me to read that story? What does all this mean?
That's what I'm trying to find out, Jerry.
The Marquis! Where are you?
Still in the magician's house. You learned the fox's spell? You did very well. Foxes are a bit of a tricky bunch, but they're also quite fascinating. Don't you think so?
Yes, but what do I do next?
There is a cold tree in the northwest. To find it, you must seek out the treetops. Travelers who are able to walk between worlds are said to have settled there. The tree will lead you to the eternal ice, and that is where you will find your next spell.
Well, all right, but I'd really like to go home for a bit. And soon, may I? Hello? Seems like you can't hear me.
Don't worry, Jer. We'll get you home. And another nail has been put through another portal tree. But on a bright note, we can see Plato and Anya together.
Oh, isn't that...
Yeah, it is. And they're so cute. Alright, let's switch to daytime. Alright, what they were referring to was to seek out the treetops where it's icy. It's talking about the mushrooms here in the very strange magical snow that only seems to appear in this one spot.
This looks like a little flight of stairs. But the mushrooms will have to grow a bit before I can climb the tree. Then I can investigate why it's snowing up there.
So let's make them grow.
Let's see if this works. Hey, presto! A stairway! I'll admit it, I totally impressed myself. Of course, a mushroom escalator would have been even better.
And let's go up.
Whoa, I'm pretty high up here. And it's cold. Ah! Who's he then? A scary Mothman. And the entrance behind him looks strange too. I can almost hear it whisper, "Jerry, come closer. I've swallowed a portal."
Let's just grab this real quick. If it'll let me. Here we go.
I think that was it.
Let's see who this mysterious moth is.
Fast asleep in broad daylight. Sometimes I wish I could do that instead of going to school. Then I could stay up all night reading comic books. The passage is closed. They seem to be nocturnal around here.
Well, if they're nocturnal, let's get them to wake up. And now let's say hello.
Excuse me? I'm looking for a tree portal. Have you got something like that in your nest? And if you do, could I see it? Or pass through it? Is that a yes? Blink 0 times for a yes. Maybe he can't hear me. Hello? Mr. Moth, I would like to ask you something. I always have to speak up like that with my granny too. And if you yell loud enough, anything can sound important.
No wingless beings in here.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Moth. What was that? Wingless?
Your vibes are disturbing this place.
Oh. I'm not sure what that means, but I believe this is a private area for insects. Too bad I don't have any wings. I'd better ask before I burst in there. Looks like that moth over there is guarding the entrance. Miss Moth?
No wingless beings in here.
Oh well.
Your vibes are disturbing this place.
I'm not sure what that means, but I believe this is a private area for insects. Too bad I don't have any wings.
Their voices are so soft-spoken and nice, but still kind of creepy at the same time because it's so high-pitched. Well, we want to get in, so we're going to disguise ourselves with wings.
Whoa! I feel this funny prickle.
Greetings of the light.
Yeah, same to you.
I say, you have a glorious pair of wings.
I do?
Please, forgive me for overlooking them earlier. Here we were, assuming that in this strange land that we call home now, no sentient winged beings existed beside ourselves.
Ooh, I can feel the wings, but I think I'm just imagining them. Although the moth can see them too. So this is what it feels like to be Kitsuna. I wonder what her true shape is then, and what is she doing right now? Will I see her again soon?
You are carrying on a dialogue with yourself, native. Priestess Phosphora awaits you in the temple. She will derive great pleasure from greeting a native moth.
Okay, I'll just walk on through then, alright?
Just follow the path that is laid out for you, as do we.
They seem to be very spiritual beings. But let's enter the temple now.
Ugh, it's really cold here. Oh, that must be Priestess Phosphora. What What noise does a moth make anyway? Beautiful night tonight, isn't it?
My eye facets. Do they deceive me? Is it a moth that goes there?
Yes. What else could it be?
Hespera let you in, but she is not in distress. The air tells me so. You must be a moth of goodwill.
Yes, I am. Phew. For a moment there, I was afraid the spell would only work on one moth at a time.
Whence do you come? You are not part of our circle. Moreover, your mask. You are not wearing it.
Nope, not yet. I'm from very far away.
We bid you welcome, but know that it is only hardship that still keeps us in this cold place.
Do you have a portal I could use?
The cold by that tree is indeed bursting forth from another world. These days, however, only the warm light from our high priestess, who rests in my arms, would be able to open this frozen convection. But her light is weak. She knows that we need to be on our way soon, but without nourishment there is little hope that she would ever survive such a journey.
What do you need?
Flower seed.
Flower seed? It can't be all that hard. Are you two the only ones living here?
We used to be many. We feasted on nectar, the light of the moon, our legends, and the beauty of sense. But the grey flood overcame the world we inhabited, and the cold over another.
So you fled to Mousewood?
This place is bountiful with the vibes of ancient light of life. We erected a temple to achieve the strength we needed. But the grey mountain on the horizon spells doom for this world.
Where did the rest of you go?
Drawn by the grey mountain, by stench and disease, the crows came. In time, there were too many of them, and the corruption within the things they ate that oozed into their feathers made them forget all about themselves. Our wings resemble the bark of the trees, but they are not nearly so hard.
These characters are very depressing, but also meant to be seen as a warning for humans, mainly, about how we're destroying our Earth. And it's really sad to see how, like, solemn they are and how all of their world is shifting just because of what other creatures greater than them have been doing.
And why are you wearing those masks?
Like the moon, we cover our features, for only by looking inward can the ghost undergo a new pupation. It symbolizes our retreat from the world and our focus on the inner light.
The Grey Flood?
The giants rolling up are the first sign, apparently peaceful, but then a mass starts to pour from their maws. Nobody gets away, be it plant or animal, because the mass hardens, thus never releasing whatever lies buried underneath.
Sounds like cement to me. Could that be what she's talking about?
Yeah, exactly. So as I said, it's referring to humans. So, let's move on.
Let's talk about something else. What are you guarding so closely?
It is the last ray of light. We are the last of the nuns of the Moonlight Circle, and we are expecting the arrival of our High Priestess, who is conceived under a favorable star, begotten by the most light-filled moths within our circle. We are going to call her Moonlight.
Moonlight. What a beautiful name. It was nice talking to you, but now I need to buzz off. Do other insect stuff.
Return here whenever you are able to, but try to not tarry for too long. Lights are coming from everywhere, blinding us and drawing us away from here.
So sad.
What? What's that over there?
That is the grey mountain, where the crows live and forage for nourishment.
It looks like a waste dump.
Wingless winds carried it here, and after the mountain came the crows and the flood.
Beans? Wait a minute. You mean humans dumped it all? I can smell it all the way over here.
The heavy fumes saturate the crows. Their beaks and deeper into the night. Their words grow louder and empty.
You mean the crows are attacking mountain? Is this mountain of garbage is driving me crazy? Do you think the crows will leave if the garbage dump are no longer there? And the flood?
All the inhabitants of this wood together cannot move a mountain. I have been wondering for a long time. Is there someone who can see? I rather hope not.
Why's that?
Because I cannot imagine a greater threat than someone who knows about all of this, and yet does nothing.
That was a big hit at human beings for being wasteful and trashing our Earth. So this game does have a lot of subliminal messages about waste and deterioration of Earth and life and wildlife from people being unattentive and basically filling landfills rather than recycling or doing non-waste things. So it's really, really hitting ya.
Is that one of you?
It is an image of our High Priestess, Moonlight.
She looks very pretty, just like Moonlight.
She has always been like that, and she will be once again as soon as she hatches.
How can you know that if she's still in her egg?
She comes and goes, just like the moon. We know her well, and her time will come again, soon.
This pot contains some dirt, but no plant. Only a funny stone that someone... Oh, my mistake. This used to be a plant. A bundle of flax. A duster, perhaps. I think I'll borrow it.
One thing that's annoying, and I don't know if I can change it in the game, you guys have probably noticed, but every time there's a cutscene or background sound while someone's talking, the background sound is always louder. And I don't know where to fix it in the settings if I can, because I've looked before and I haven't seen it. Right. It's not much we can do for them right now. So what they said they needed was a seed. And if you remember, by the dwarf's house, it's super windy during the day and there are little dandelion seeds flying through the air. So we want to catch one of those. But in order to do that, we need to get crafty. And don't mind me, strange beings just coming on through here at night. Out for a walk. You walk real slow, Jerry. And while the spider's sleeping, let's just steal his home.
Nice web, and no spider anywhere to be seen. It's probably gone to construct a much nicer web somewhere else.
Far away from here so that we don't have to look at him again. Feels so bad, we just took his house. Let's head on back to Mousewood. Take your time, Jaren. We're not in a rush or anything. We're only trying to save the world. Gotta go this way. Oh, okay, I guess I can go inside their house, but yeah, anyway, let's go behind. And there's no dandelion seeds, so we're gonna change to daytime. There they are, floating beautifully. So,
That looks like an arm grabbing at the air. I could make that into a handy slingshot. Or a dowsing rod. Too bad I'm no bigger than a mouse.
it will become a slingshot, not a dowsing rod. So we're gonna take our grappling hook.
Here we go. I'm not strong enough to pull that branch down.
But you know what is?
Now what? I'll toss this end of the shoelace through the window.
And then we're gonna go inside. And we're gonna desecrate this poor blue juice machine.
Now? Yeah, that might work. Ow!
Ah, let's turn it off first.
It's standing still. I probably shouldn't touch it.
Just gonna do a little MacGyvering real fast.
An interesting thought. I just hope this won't backfire, or the dwarves may lock me up in the tunnel after all.
You notice that one of the beds is empty because Steinberg is still an insomniac during daytime. There we go.
I'd say that worked pretty well.
I think we can attach the spider web to it. Make a little
Neither the
net.
spider web nor the branch are sticky enough to fasten it there.
Ah, we gotta make it stick. So, we need to take our mug and get some more beet syrup that we got on tap.
A mug full of thick, sweet syrup.
Because the syrup is sticky.
I'd better be careful with the syrup. It's already sticking to my fingers.
There we go. It's just what we needed.
I'd better be careful with the syrup. It's already sticking to my fingers.
Maybe if we use it like a paintbrush.
Now I've got a sticky brush.
There we go.
Right, the branch is sticky now.
Perfect. Now,
With sticky syrup on it.
now let's grab the spider web.
Great! My spider sense is tingling.
Let's hope we catch one. Just give it a moment.
Whoa!
Oh no.
The shoelace broke. So much for my nice grappling hook.
Yay! We caught one. Let's get out.
Some dandelion seeds got stuck in the net, but I can't reach it like this, and the shoelace broke.
Can we get it stick?
A stick won't help here.
Can we walk on
Some
it?
dandelion seeds got stuck in the net, but I can't reach it like this, and the shoelace broke. So much for my handy grappling hook.
Can we grab it?
That's a really
There we
good
go.
idea, but I can't reach it.
Then let's attach it to a stick.
Fits.
And now we'll just dab it up.
I got myself a dandelion patch.
Awesome. So now let's go give them the seed. We'll just leave this mess here for the dwarves to clean up. Oh no, we don't really need to call Pluto, it's just the next one. It's gonna be lazy for one cutscene, it would take even longer. There we go, let's head back up. Let's change to nighttime. Let's head on in. And put the seed in the soil.
Well, out with the dried up thing and in with the new seed. Now grow and prosper. Nothing's happening. Isn't this a special flower pot?
It is pure at the most, but not a magic pot.
But is the seed still going to sprout in time?
Your intent to help us has already brought warmth to this place, but not enough to awaken this seed from its slumber in good time.
If I were a dandelion seed, I wouldn't want to take root here either.
But we need it to, Jer, so we're gonna give it a little push.
It's working! Watch it grow. It's working? Hooray! Party?
Indeed, you succeeded. You caused the withered soil to bear the fruit that we need to survive. Jeremiah, you truly are the magic moth that we had envisioned.
Well, actually, I'm...
No matter how strange you may appear,
What? Thanks, but...
you seek the portal. We once entered this world through that rift. The world you are going to find there, the one we left behind us. Terror big.
But I didn't bring my code.
The power of our unhatched high priestess will protect, just as it protects us on our journeys. It appears to be our fate to travel on, and it also seems to be yours.
Alright, so this is the last portal. We're gonna call it here for today, but we will be entering it in the next episode. So until then, thanks you so much guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye!